Hello friends, welcome to Vivegam V Plus Academy. Today we are going to see about matrix. First, what is meant by matrix? Why we are using matrix? In primary we have learnt about pictograph, tally marks and bar graph, line graph. These are the things we have used to represent a data. Similarly, now in higher classes to represent data, we are going to use a matrix. First, how to label the matrix? Now consider this example. Anu has 10 notes, 12 books, Ram has 12 notes, 7 books, Sam has 13 notes, 11 books. So this is one data we are having. The persons are having the notes, number of notes and number of books in them. And how to represent through the matrix means the notes is first column and second column is book column. Instead of making as a using a line, we are making a gap between them. So here the first person number of notes and number of books has to be written in a row manner. The same thing for the second person, the number of note is 12 and the number of books is 7. Similarly, the third person counting has to be written. So this is the way of representing the given data using a matrix manner. Now this is said to be, the horizontal way is said to be a row and the vertical manner is said to be as a column, and order of this matrix can be written as the number of rows into number of columns. So 3 rows are there, so 3 cross, the column here is 2 columns, so 3 cross 2. It is the order of the matrix. Similarly, we can construct any data using a matrix. So this is a way to represent a matrix. Only the capital letters has to be used. So consider this, A is equal to, this is said to be as a array. So inside the array we are labeling the elements. So A11, A12, A13, that means first row and first column. So the position has to be labeled as a suffix. So A11 and first row the second column. So it is A12. It is a first row third column. So it is labeled as A13. Similarly, consider this. This is a second row. So 2 row has to be mentioned first and then you have to mention the column. So A2 and column is 1. So A21. Here it is rows 2 and column also 2. So A22. Likewise, you have to label the elements. And here the order is number of rows are 1, 2, 3. So 3 cross column also 1, 2, 3. So 3 cross 3 is the order of this matrix. In generally, we have to label the matrix as capital A is equal to array Aij, where that Aij is an element, so it should be in a small letter and the order has to be written in the suffix. So m cross n, where m is the number of rows and n is the number of columns. Next, we are going to see about the types of matrices. The first one is row matrix. If the matrix contains only one row, means that is said to be as a row matrix. Consider this example. Here only one row you are having and the columns are 1, 2, 3. So its order is 1 cross 3. So this is an example for a row matrix. And next one is column matrix. Only one column it is having means that matrix is said to be as a column matrix. Here the rows are 1, 2, 3, but only one column is there. What is the order? 3 cross 1 column. So 3 cross 1. The next one is square matrix. When we can say the matrix as a square matrix means if the number of rows and columns are equal, then it is said to be as a square matrix. That is, m is representing a number of rows and n representing the number of column. Now consider this example. Here the number of rows is 2 and column also 2. So 2 cross 2. And it can be written as, usually we will denote the matrix as A, B, C. Likewise, we will use the alphabet and its order can be written as A2. That means the matrix A is having the order as 2. That is a square matrix. Both the rows and columns are having the value as 2. And the next one is diagonal matrix. When we can say it is a diagonal means, first of all it should be a square matrix. That is, the number of rows and columns has to be equal. Then only we can talk about the diagonal entries. In shapes and all, we have already know how to draw a diagonal. So this is said to be a diagonal part. So these entries are said to be diagonal entries. Next is a scalar matrix. The diagonal matrix becomes a scalar matrix when the diagonal entries values are equal. Consider this example. Here the diagonal entries values are equal to 2. So this is an example for a scalar matrix. As we said that in a diagonal matrix, the other entries has to be 0. Only the diagonal entries should be a non-zero value. The next one is a identity matrix. Identity matrix means, first of all, the scalar matrix only becomes a identity matrix if the scalar value is equal to 1, means that is the diagonal entries values are equal to 1, means the matrix becomes a identity matrix. And here the order is 2 cross 2. It is denoted by the letter I, identity matrix. So I we have to use. Order is 2. So I2. It means 2 rows and 2 columns for it. The next one is a zero matrix. All the entries of the matrix are 0, means then the matrix is said to be zero matrix. We are denoting capital O to represent a zero matrix. It is having all the entries as 0 in both the example, and its order is 2 into 2. And here 2 rows and 3 columns, so the order is 2 cross 3. Today in this video we have seen about matrix and its type. In the next video we will see about some related sums to this topic. Thank you. Please subscribe our channel.